Hi Capricorn, this is Amanda Nardozzi. Thanks for hopping into my little plant den here. We keep it warm, we keep it cozy. Today's reading is going to be from May 13th to May 19th. And as always, if this resonates at any point, go ahead, like and subscribe and all the things. That way you don't miss updates from me. It does help the channel grow. So I post weeklies, collectives, pick a cards, everything in between, and I also post astrology videos. Milo, who do you see? I think he sees someone down the street. That being said, so drop into your heart space. Let the dust spiritually, physically, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you, which messages are for others. I will tune into my guides and do the same. So I always call in Archangel Michael for casting a protection of love and light around us at this time, for connecting us to the highest timeline, what feels the best, what helps us feel empowered for our Capricorn collective. Thank you for spirit guides and angel team for helping me send healing and empowering information to our Capricorn collective. So it's almost like anything that you do from here on out is almost based in action, because you have Yang. That is like the first card in this deck. Oh my gosh. You got... Okay, I had to check. You have... Guys, Capricorn. Holy cow. Okay. The reason being because this card wasn't even flipped over yet, and I'm just... Okay. You got some like big energy going on here. You got some hardcore, higher power energy coming on this week. Yang is full on power of action. This is the first, right as I said, this was the first card in this deck. This is also the first card of the other Oracle deck, which I found to be absolutely wild. So one could be like a magic number for you, or like a synchronistic number. So you got some, like, you might be seeing a lot of ones, but Yang is the, like, it's almost like you're at the start of something, but you have so much knowledge and wisdom. You have so much divine... Let me tune into this, because this is exciting, Capricorn. You have paired with Yang, because 2 cards wanted to come out. You have higher power with this too. So Yang is about taking action. It is about, it's almost like you're breathing life into something new. You're breathing life into this thing or this venture, whatever it is that you're doing. And higher power is helping you do it. You're channeling higher information. You are channeling, there's something like divine that you're doing to help a collective. I mean, you could be tarot readers or a spiritual leader. You don't have to be, because this energy can come in many different forms, not necessarily spiritual. But Bone Collector says that you have a lot of wisdom. You've collected a lot of life experience. And I do feel like this is past life stuff too. I'm hearing like there's a lot of shit that went down. A lot of shit that went down in your life. There's a lot of shit that went down in your past lives. And it's almost like things that are ingrained in your soul now that you can help bring to this current lifetime to help other people. You also have Elder, which is another like very old wise card. So I feel like I'm talking to an old soul here, someone who's like basically on a mission, and they're having like such strong higher power direction, helping with their actions, that it's crazy. So I can't wait to pull some tarot and get into it. But the Elder says move beyond ancestral patterns. So it's almost like you've broken a lot of chains, and it's like you will probably continue to break chains for the rest of your life, because we're a constant state of healings, right? But it's almost like I do see such a great deal of wisdom in this, with just the Elder alone, because it's almost like I feel like many lives have flashed through your eyes. Does that make sense? That's what Spirit just said to me. Like, you have had many lives flash in front of your eyes. So I don't know what that means. So take that as it resonates, but I got the chills as I said it. So, but you're moving beyond those ancestral patterns. You're stepping into your own power. I do feel like this is a very empowering time for you, because you are moving in sync with the divine. Whoa, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, let's pull some tarot and see if we can talk about this Yang energy. And you have cards that are just ready to go. This is a transformation of some sort. This is death. You got the death card. This is stepping out of an old world and into a new world. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your external or physical world. Sometimes this is literally just the transformation, the inner transformation of you. And even as I say that, the weather is pounding outside. I feel like you have weathered so many storms. The only reason I say this is because it's been raining. Can you hear it now? The rain? I'm talking to like a magical collective here. This is, and I don't really like to like fluff things up and be like, oh my gosh, you're so magical. Oh my gosh, like you have such divine assistance. I mean, like y'all came here to do something big, to do something great. Like the energy almost feels like I'm speaking to an old soul who has been through it and knows. Sorry about the rain, y'all. We're just gonna have to live with it. Like, I feel like you have weathered your own storms. And so when these storms do come around in your life, you're like, this is no skin off my back. I know what I need to do. Like, I can't help but feel like if there's ever a storm that comes in, you've seen it all. You've dealt with it all. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who has faced a lot of adversity, and they've come out basically on top. Like, I'm hearing like I'm the man of the house. You don't have to be a man. You don't have to identify as a man, but it's almost like kind of like that symbolic energy of like, you know, I basically do what needs to be done. I've done it all. Wow, that is hardcore heavy rain. There's also hail outside, which that's not what the Weather Channel told me was going to happen. So, okay. Next, you have the Two of Cups. Sorry, there's like a lot of, gosh. You're going to have to give me a second, Capricorn. This actually makes me want to like, sit in your energy because I feel like you got some powerful guides. First of all, I want to talk about your guides. You got some powerful guides up there. And we're trying to teach you something. You've learned a lot of your lessons and you move beyond your spiritual patterns, but it's because they're trying to prep you to be a leader. It's your choice what you want to do, but it's almost like you're being pushed to make great changes. These great changes within and around you, these great changes are because you are meant to be a great leader. And they kind of, they're like, we need you to be ready. Like, some of you could quite literally be just like spiritual channelers. I don't know. I'm getting like chills, just straight down, like from my hips down to my feet. So, you have the Two of Cups here. This could be something, this could be a vision, or this could be action that you are taking with another person. The Two of Cups indicates another soul connection. So it doesn't have to be a romantic lover, though it could be. This could be just whoever you find that you are close to at this time. This is also could be like I'm hearing some type of like your co-creation with spirit. Usually this is indicating another person, but if not another person or somebody close to you in some way that you would be working on this transformation with, or like, I don't want to say for, but like, it's like you're on this journey together. This could be just literally your divine connection with spirit and co-creating with them, because this is Yang is working with the higher power here. So this could be you working through this transformation, working with this energy, with the higher power. You and your higher power are very close at this time. Like, I see it melding. Like, you don't even have to sense them psychically, like hear them, like hear your inner voice. Like, it's just, you know, there's like it's coming with a clear cognizance of like, maybe you wake up in the morning and you just know what to do, you know? Or you're feeling drawn. I do feel like you're drawn to a specific path or a specific purpose, because there is a lot of wisdom here that wants to be shared, and you're taking action on it. You're taking action on, you know, whatever it is that you are trying to create, because you are bringing these experiences to a collective and you are being a leader for it. You also have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles talks about keeping your resources close. This could be like a financially stingy situation where you're like needing to keep your money close just because you might not have a lot, or you might feel like you don't have a lot. Some of it could be lessons in financial lack, or feeling like you are less than in some way, or feeling like like a dip in your resources in some way. But this would be energy that you are feeling now if it applies to you. But it's almost like maybe you are teaching others about their finances, or maybe a big part of your healing journey came from finances. But there is something here about taking action in relation to that Four of Pentacles, in relation to that, you know, feeling of insecurity. Like, maybe you are moving towards like a job that's higher paying, or like you're like going to take an extra job, or you're moving towards something that could earn you a little bit more. But there's some type of transformation happening here. Let's get into Bone Collector. So Bone Collector, this card from this deck talks about having all of the knowledge and experiences needed. And being like, I don't know, I'm hearing like you've been carefully selected. Ooh. You know, I don't like giving chosen one stories. I don't like the chosen one. I told Spirit, I was like, don't give me chosen one stuff. Okay, sorry, that was like upside down. Like, I saw it flip. Don't give me chosen one stuff. And reason being, because I think we can all choose to be the chosen one. But when Spirit comes through and says, you know, you've been carefully selected, I do feel like this is something that you agreed to do before you came here. This is something big. This is something very dear to your heart. This is something like, this is just such a strong energy that you're bringing, and it does come with a little bit of responsibility, not to scare you or anything, but anyway, this is something that will bring financial gain. You have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is like, holy cow, this is what you're working towards, right? So a lot of this wisdom that has been gained will lead to some type of 10 of Pentacles. This is having it all. This is having the family, the house, the car, but not just like, it's having a lot of things in the material. This is having the wealth of finances to last for generations. This is not that you're going to be rolling in it or you're going to be rich. I mean, you might be. I mean, hey, cool. But this is basically about just being comfortable and being abundant in the material plane, whatever that looks like for you. But you also have Ace of Pentacles, so it's almost like you're just starting the journey. So whatever this is, whatever, all of the advice you've basically come through, and not advice, but it's almost like you're in a position to give advice now, Capricorn. Like you are in a position to share divine messages or share your own wisdom and experiences. I feel like it is something about wisdom, experiences, shadow work, self-help. Apply it how you see fit, but there's money in here for you there. But this 10 of Pentacles, it's almost like for a while you've been waiting for the right time, and now you're just taking action on it. This is very strong action-oriented energy. And the Ace of Pentacles is at the core, because I have like, I'm going to draw 9 cards here. Ace of Pentacles is at the core of your reading. So this is indicating a new financial start, and this is what you're working towards. That 10 of Pentacles, that's the dream, that's the vision. You're holding that vision, and that's what you're working towards. It will require, with the Tower, restructuring on your part. So basically I'm hearing like you need to get out of some old thought patterns that you've had before, and that's what this death card is for, this transformation. That's something that like you're already working on, you're working towards. It's like you need the mentality to earn more. You need the mentality to sustain this future, because you need to believe that you can get there before you can actually get there, because how can you see better opportunities if you feel like you're not worthy of them, or you feel like you can't get them in any way, then your eyes aren't going to be open for the ones that do come along, and you're not going to know what places to look in. If you feel like you're worthy of it, then you actually get out there and put yourself in it. And, you start getting it. So that's kind of what this is here, is you're restructuring your mentality, you're restructuring your thought energy around supporting this future, supporting this environment that you're building, and supporting this future that you're creating for yourself, and like it's almost like your ability to help others. So that being said, let's talk about Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So we already said that you've been through a lot. You've been through a shitstorm. You can weather any storm, and now you're teaching others to do the same. You have talk about weathering storms. You have the 10 of Swords coming up, and this is literally a lightning storm where everybody has died except for this one soul dragon survivor. And it's very painful, because it's knowing that you need to separate from something. It's knowing that you need to leave something behind. I do feel like strongly this is an old story that you've told yourself about something, whether it be about finances, whether it be about your character, or how you carry yourself, or what your skill sets are, whatever the case may be. However you're changing this energy, you are saying goodbye to an old way of thinking about something. And that's the chapter that needs to close. And again, you're already undergoing this transformation, but part of your ancestral patterns, first of all, some of you could have been sitting in indecisiveness, because that's what the 4 of Cups basically says. I'm hearing like you have stood tall, and now you're able to tell the tale. So I'm almost getting the image that other people maybe didn't make it out or didn't survive. Maybe not in the physical sense, but you're like, maybe other people got stuck in, all of these like victimhood thought patterns, or maybe they felt like they couldn't get out of certain situations, or they felt like the situations were controlling them, and they didn't step up and claim their power. They didn't make different choices. They weren't studying in different ways to try to leave their situations, or something. But it's almost like your approach is different. It's almost like I see everybody else being frantic, and you've taken a more calm approach because of everything that you've weathered. Because you faced a lot of adversity, you have kind of the stamina, you have the endurance to push through and maintain that calm homeostasis required for like the law of attraction to like you. Because if you want something enough, that can propel something forward. But if there is a little bit of fear, if there are like these beliefs of, what if I don't get it? It's usually based like fear-based beliefs, but what if I don't get this thing on time? What if I, what if I can't handle it? What if I don't deserve this? Or, it could be about a partner, dream job, whatever you're trying to manifest, right? So I am hearing something about nickel and dime, so I do feel like it's a finance thing for you. But again, take it how you see that it fits you. For a lot of you, it has to deal with finances. But I do see you also have the Sire of Swords, so again, having a strong mind. So you've recognized, or it's almost like one of the habits that you've broken, or like basically you're like stepping out of this stagnation, this indecisiveness, this just generally sitting in unhappiness over everything that comes your way. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting like the word stagnation. So it's like you're either coming out of stagnation yourself, or maybe you've caught like your ancestors or family members or something kind of doing this too, because it's their own generational thing to work through. But usually it like falls in like the family line of us needing to work through something. But specifically there's some type of stagnation because you feel like there's nothing better. But it's almost like you are breaking free and stepping away from that with the Ten of Swords. You're bringing an end to it, and it's almost like you are kind of maybe the one in your main family line that's kind of woken up and been like, no, I need different. No, I feel like I can achieve different. And even the sun's coming out as I say that. I don't know if you can like see the lighting and how it's changing a little bit, but even the sun's coming out, and it was just a freaking hailstorm earlier. That was very fast. Whew, hello Pittsburgh, right? So the Sire of Swords, this is akin to the King of Swords in the traditional tarot, and this talks about having a calm mind. The purple flower that he's holding on his talon, on his claw, represents transformation. Purple is like a big sign of like transformative energy, and in the butterfly, that is transformation. So being transformed by your circumstances and sitting on top of the mountain, being like an amazing judge of character. I'm hearing like you went to school, so for some of you could have like gotten an education where other people in your family might not have, or like, yeah, no, that was like a specific message for someone. But and for some of you, you're just straight up like, you're just sitting on smart, you're just sitting on top of the mountain because you're smart. Like you've developed a strong mind. Okay. And that's something that's going to help sustain you in these next steps to come. Let's see what your strength heart challenge is. So the strength that you have is opportunity and change. So the strength being like that you're able to make changes. You're able to take these changes. I'm hearing you can take these changes safely. You can make the changes safely, right? What's coming up from within is the heart. From the heart is the guardian angel. So literally when I said taking action with higher power, this is what I'm talking about. This is basically what I said, and spirits, like I said what I said, and I meant it. But coming up from within, like especially when the guardian angel comes up in the heart position, I find that the guardian angel will speak through your heart or speak to you in some way, and it's almost like your guardian angel and you were like this, right? Like your main guide, your guardian angel, whatever you want to call it, it's the energy, the divine that speaks through you, whatever you want to call it, it's right there, and you're like this. For me, I am like this with my guardian angel, and it's like, but it's in waves. So like sometimes I'll feel a little disconnected. I'll be walking around trying to like get into the earth and everything. But there are other times, especially like when I read for other people, where I feel spirit and then we're like this. Because we got a job to do. We're here, we're servicing you, like we're like this, right? Or especially when I am like digging myself out of a hole and I'm like, okay, let's go. Then my guardian angel kind of makes an appearance and then we're like this again. You know, it's almost like I feel the presence of the divine. I feel like the moves that I make are so divinely inspired. It almost feels like my guardian angel is me, like we're overlapping in some way, and we're still making our decisions, but it feels very guided, very directed, very strong. Feels like a lot of strength and guidance there, right? So your guardian angel, you could be hearing messages from your guardian angel at this time, something coming up from within the heart. Some of you, it's just a claircognizant or an inner knowing and understanding of, yes, I understand what I need to do next. The challenge here is forgiveness and understanding. So I'm hearing like your time is precious and the people around you are precious. So, you know, do what you need to do to protect your peace. And in order to do that, sometimes you need to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive other people. So if there are energies of tension around you at this time, I did see the Five of Swords was the card that kind of flipped in the deck a little bit, which does indicate external tensions. I feel like it's not one of the main messages Spirit wants to share, but if you are having tensions with anyone in your life that is trying to go against you or compete with you or just trying to bring some type of toxicity in, like maybe this, no matter how much you try to reason with them, it's not something that they're understanding. It's not something that they're able to work with at this time at their stage. Or maybe if you're not feeling ready to approach their icky energy and sort through it with them, that's okay too, because it's not your job. Bring that forgiveness and understanding to the forefront and say, you know what, like put it, and I'm getting like a boundary thing too. So exhibiting forgiveness and understanding so that way you can emotionally detach. And that also saves them from bringing it onto you, because the more they exhibit that toxic energy, or the more that they start like that Five of Swords energy of clashing and tension and fighting, the more they get consumed with it too, Capricorns. Interesting. So in a way, you're doing them a favor too by stepping away. You're doing both of you a favor. So just exhibiting that forgiveness and understanding, okay? And it's also that forgiveness and understanding too, that even in challenging situations when you exhibit that, that's almost something that you would be bringing yourself to teach other people as well. So that being said, let's roll some dice for you, Capricorn. We have 133. Okay, more, hello, another one. And that's interesting because the numbers that you have, like in terms of your oracle and your angel dice, we have 1, 4, 1, 1, 3, 3. So it's basically ones, threes, and fours. Those could be your numbers, and you basically have, I guess you have 110 here, which is a 1, which is a 1. You have the 4 of cups. You have the 10 of pentacles, which is a 1. You have 2 of cups and the 4. Basically, you only have 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s in your reading. Y'all. You have the 10 of pentacles and the 10 of swords, too. So that's like, you got 1s all over the place, guys. So if 1's not your number, I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Bye. Like, quit today. Like, if 1 is not your number, if you're not seeing 1s, who am I, right? So 133. Let's go back to your message. 133. Let's pull from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray, and I will always read these messages twice. Jesus and Holy Masters are guiding you now. Darkness is being brought into the light. It's time to expect miracles. One more time. Jesus and Holy Masters are guiding you now. Darkness is being brought into the light. It's time to expect miracles. That's a big key there. Darkness is being brought into the light. So if you needed reassurance that was going to happen, trust that angels are helping. Peace and harmony. I'm getting like images of Archangel Chamuel as well. I think that's how you say his name. But he's the angel of, like, basically manages heart chakra and healing and brings a lot of peace and harmony. So Archangel Chamuel coming in to help alleviate some of those pressures and help just bring simmer challenging situations down a little bit, okay? That being said, Capricorn, that is all I have for you. Wow, that was insane. But thank you for sharing the energy with me. I love sitting in this energy, and dang, I'm talking to somebody powerful. Man, I feel humble. Ooh, that humbled me real quick. Ooh. So, thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, please like and subscribe and all the things. Leave a comment down below and tell me what this big type of energy is that I'm working with here, because I would love to know what it is that you're planning. What are you doing? What are your next steps? Like, how are you transforming? Like, holy cow, like if you're an old soul, definitely comment down below because I definitely want to hear it, right? If you want to learn tarot, I post on my Instagram and on my Facebook. We go through each individual tarot card. That's a lot of fun. I just talk about the different things I've channeled with each card, and I pull up a bunch of different images of different, I guess, versions of the same type of card from different decks. So that's a lot of fun. I also offer personal readings if you want to look at amandanardosi.com. It's the only place I will offer them. That being said, I think I mentioned everything. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.